Assad is one of the most influential fragrance lines in the world, and I have all of them here. Let's get into it. Let's start with the original. Assad came out in 2021 and it was a take on Dior Sauvage Elixir. It is very successful. Even today, like after 3-4 years, I still see lists on YouTube and other places. People talk about this fragrance a lot. It has all the characteristics of Dior Sauvage Elixir essentially, except for, the fact that it's not super aggressive. It's a little bit more wearable. It's a little bit more, how say it, like it's easier to pull off because Dior Sauvage Elixir has that throwback feel to it. It has some kind of, like a depth and heaviness to it. This one has all those, but mitigate it a little bit, so when you spray it, you get that, fruity opening. You get definitely that throwback feeling, a little bit of tobacco, but this fragrance is wearable, especially compared to what it's trying to clone. And for that reason, because, the fragrance that is trying to clone was very popular, this one is still very, very popular. I see lists popping up everywhere, people on YouTube talk about this. This one is still alive. Fantastic fragrance, honestly. If you have not tried this, but you like Dior Sauvage Elixir, this is one of the first places that you look. I know there's so many clones nowadays, like of course they exist, but this one has some significance to it because it was the first one and it was really good, and it is really good at emulating that DNA. So the original Assad, not much to say about it. Again, it's amber, it's tobacco-y, it's a little bit fruity up top, but if you are expecting like a fruity fragrance, you'll be very disappointed because this is not it. In terms of performance, Assad is very good on my skin. 8+ hours, no problem, projects well. It's close to beast mode. It's not like a beast mode as in like the classic beast mode fragrance, but it is very, very good. No complaints about the performance. And of course, it has that compliment factor to it, especially if you are a guy maybe over 25 and you're looking for something manly and also seductive at the same time. For cooler weather, this one is fantastic, just like Dior Sauvage Elixir is. So yeah, the original, not much to say about it again. This one kickstarted the whole line and is important. Next up, Assad Bourbon. Now this is trying to be some kind of like a twist on a sweet modern fragrance DNA, like a masculine sweet DNA, but it is not one-to-one with any of the fragrances that we have. It has similarities to Azzar's Most Wanted, also Valentino Uomo Born in Roma Intense, but it does its own thing. So from the name, obviously, it has a bunch, like a good amount of bourbon vanilla. It is very sweet. It also has cacao. When it opens up, it opens very masculine. It opens up, with lavender, some spices, a tad bit of maybe citrus up top. But very quickly it goes into that sweet, very modern masculine sweetness, which is very, very overly sweet. So if you don't like sweet fragrances, stay away from this. I mean, there's nothing you would like here. It's very sweet. Now, in terms of what this fragrance achieves is that basically it's a fragrance that can cut through the cold, can cut through the crowd. It is a compliment magnet if you wear it in the right situation, at the right place, at the right time, It is very, very good. Also, one thing about this fragrance is that it is probably the best in terms of performance among all the other. I will explain how all of them compare in terms of performance, but to me this one, because of the sweetness, has the most projection. It can push, it can be beast mode. If you're heavy on the trigger, definitely can get you noticed. So if you're trying to pull attention, or you try to actually go to a place and stand out, this would be a very, very good bet. 10+ hours on my skin, absolute monsters in terms of performance, very, very good. Also, I like the packaging better than the other ones. I know that, there's no difference. All of them essentially look the same, but this kind of looks kind of classy a little bit. The other ones look very plasticky, but I mean, bottle in the hand feels good. But the whole line, is, of course, is the packaging is not the strongest suit, obviously. Yeah, they're okay. So yeah, uh, the sweet guy among all the other ones, very sweet, and obviously has the best performance in terms of projection and actually, pulling attention. Could be negative in summer or maybe springtime. If you spray this too heavy, it can get cloying. It can be headache inducing, so be very careful with that. But cooler weather, absolute superstar could be. Yeah, Assad Bourbon, second one. Assad Zanzibar, my least favorite. I hate this fragrance a lot. Now, uh, to me, it doesn't smell anything very off-putting. It's not, something that you smell and go like, ew, like I hate it. No, it's nothing like that, but it's just weird. So it doesn't do anything, correctly in terms of, okay, for example, like this is what the fragrance world asked for, and this is what the companies are giving them. So let's, get inspiration from it, or, put a twist on something. It's none of that. It's not a clone of anything. It is weird. So it has, a bunch of notes that don't really work that well with each other. So it has a coconutty vibe. It has salt. It has lavender. It has pepper. It has incense, and none of these really work together. It is salty and it's coconutty at the same time. Okay, I don't like, even now, like it's just lingering in the air. It's weird. To me, like the best description I can come up with is that if you remember in the past, or if you've ever used a blackboard, the chalk that you use to write stuff on it and the powder that leaves behind, that's it. It smells like chalk. It smells like chalk, kind of like mixed in with coconut oil. To me, it's just such a weird composition that I'm like, no. From the whole line, if you just want to buy all of them, go ahead. They're amazing, except for this one. Uh, it just doesn't work. Performance is decent. It's 5-6 hours, and to me, it projects for the first hour at least. But there's nothing to project. It's just weird. You don't want to smell like this. I wouldn't want. So I don't know if any of you likes this fragrance. Let me know in the comment section. But I believe this is just not working. And it's one of those fragrances that, it came with a lot of hype because, the original Assad was great. And it's very disappointing. I do not like this fragrance. I've had it for a while. I tried to wear it. Doesn't work. For that reason, Assad Zanzibar, not on my list of the things that, I recommend. I just tell you, stay away from this. Again, decent performance, but that's about it. The scent itself, I don't like it. And the newest addition to the line, this is Assad Elixir, and it does things very well. So it is a woody, spicy fragrance. It's trying to be along the lines of, Boss Bottle Absolute. It is trying to be like a hyper modern masculine fragrance, and it does a very, very good job. So what it has, and it is different from all the other ones, is the fact that it does its own thing in a better way than the original. I really, really enjoy this fragrance a lot. So it opens up with a very dominant saffron note, at least to my nose. I feel like it. And it also has some pink pepper up top. So it has, that kind of like aggressive spiciness, but in a pink way, in like a, it's not like the classic masculine lavender, black pepper, or anything like that. It is different. It also has a vanilla, it has amber. It gives you that kind of like a fuzzy feeling, how say, like a Christmassy vibe to it, if you can imagine that. It is one of the better ones in the line, if not the best one. This is my favorite from, you know, the whole line. This one is fantastic. But if you think, you know, you want to test the other ones, I mean, definitely have to check them out. They're amazing. But to me, if you just want to have one from the line, this is going to be it. In terms of packaging, well, it is the same, but it's so black that, you know, it's very difficult to read the notes and stuff. So if you care about, you know, like even the Lattafa logo on top of it just doesn't look that good. I like the whole, you know, the black elixir idea as a whole, but nah, it's not working with the font and, you know, the color of the font. So yeah, that's that. Also, in terms of performance, very, very good. It is above average. It's not like anything crazy. Again, not beast mode, but it's very good. For the first hour, it projects fairly well, you know, maybe arm's length, and then, you know, it sits closer to skin. 8 hours on my skin, no problem with that. Again, not every fragrance has to be beast mode or anything crazy. I love it the way it is. So yeah, again, you want one fragrance from the line, this one has to be it. Again, suited for the cold weather mostly, but generally for the cold weather, it is maybe suitable for spring as well if you are not too heavy on the trigger, but for summertime, nah, stay away from it, it's too much. Yeah. So as you can see, all of them are here. They all look the same, just different colors, presentation, and, you know, even the box that comes, I'll show you that in a minute, also similar. So, you know, everything about them is essentially similar except for the juice. One thing though, the packaging, like the quality of the packaging, these two are very heavy and these two are a little bit lighter, especially this one. And you know, the cap is kind of like, you know, it just makes noise. I don't know if you can hear it, but just, you know, even in terms of packaging, I would believe that this one has the worst package. But yeah, now there you go, whole line. And if of course there's a new edition, I will definitely buy it and make a video on it. But for now, these four are the options if you're looking for you know, a line that is reliable and it can kind of cover you mostly in cold weather. If you're looking for a line that can cover you for, you know, colder weather, Assad is definitely a very, very good choice. It's up there. Except for this one, these three are fantastic choices. I love all three of them. This one being my favorite. I would think this is the best one, and this one is easily the worst one. Among these two, it's difficult to choose. But these three, good, worth your money. This one, not so much. Guys, thank you for watching and thank you for being here. If you have any opinion on any of the Assad lines and maybe you don't agree with me, drop in the comment section and I will definitely get back to you. Thank you for being here. Have a great day and night ahead. I'll see you in the next one.